Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So this is video number 2 that I'm doing today. I'm doing shopping hauls all day today. Of course, I'm going to put the videos out at different times, but today was just, it was a very hot day here. I was a little bit under the weather, battling a headache, but I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna do something, and maybe I can fight the headache off. So normally, you know, things, unless, you know, I'm doing a kitchen video or something like that, I don't show, you know, food products and all of that. Normally, I don't. But anytime I get these honey stirs, because I do decorate with them in jars in the kitchen, you know, sometimes I tend to share them. I'm probably sharing them today because they are perfect for me for a sore throat. So while I was in HomeSense, this is clover honey. They have Tupelo honey. They have lemon honey, just regular honey, lavender honey. I mean, you name it. They have all of the stirs, and they have them for coffee too, but I like the ones for tea. And yeah, okay, Melville. I've ordered this from Amazon before, but these say gluten-free, you know, if you're interested. But you know, if you're ever in HomeSense, Home Goods, TJ Maxx, and you're interested in something like this, just look on the shelves at checkout or over in the food products, and help yourself to as many as they have on the shelf. I usually get anywhere from maybe like 10 to 15 packs, and they cost $5. So it's basically $1 a stir. So I have a bag of these. No real big wow factor about it, but I did want to share that part of my shopping haul for that was to for today was to stock up on those. And so I'm back in HomeSense. In the previous video, and in talking to a friend that I've met here, she and I, thus far, we've gone on one Home Decor shopping haul. And, you know, we have similar interests, you know, so that's great. But she, you know, sends me ideas and we share what we're purchasing and things like that. But I saw this. I thought this was, you know, we were talking about curated pieces, and I thought this was a very nice curated piece to put on a bookshelf and just, you know, give that different look. And this was $29.99. I like it. Of course, I have, matter of fact, I have a clock over there on the bookshelf right now that, you know, it's different, but I just like this one. I really do. The brass, the style, the base, it just gives it that, I call it signature look. So $29.99. Of course, I'm gonna put a battery in it soon to make sure, you know, that it works. But you know, if it doesn't, they had 2 or 3 more on the shelf, so I could return it and at least get one that was that is working. I'm sure it works. I looked it over. Just dusty, but $29.99. And if I said Home Goods, I meant HomeSense. I can't remember. But this is from HomeSense. The stirs, and here, this clock is from the sister store, HomeSense. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some pictures up, because the next few things that I'm going to show you, they're too big to bring over here. Well, I have one right here that maybe I can share, and then the other one is already in place. Nah, it's too big. It's way too big, but I'm gonna try it anyway. So, no, it's not gonna work. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm gonna put some pictures up, and I'm going to show some items that I purchased today, but they are way too big for me to try to maneuver, you know, on this camera. And I guess I'm too lazy to take the camera down and go to the item. So the first picture is this ottoman. This ottoman came from HomeSense. I have two of them. I'm just showing you one on the screen. But what I like about it is that it is trimmed out in the wood, and then it has the ivory woven fabric top. I do like that. It does have stoppers that, you know, I'm supposed to add. The cushion is not removable. It does not open, but I really, really like this. It on the side, it has two slats. I call them slats, just two openings, just to give it a little bit of character. And so for $79.99, I got two of these. The reason why I got these opposed to a longer bench is because I can separate them. I can push them together and make it look like one bench, or I can separate them and make them look like individual footstools. So $79.99. It said the original price was $110 each. I thought it was a good deal, so I'm going to make these work. The next item is this beautiful, beautiful cabinet. This cabinet came from Kirkland's. What I really liked about it is the rustic distressed look of it. I like that it has the two-tone wood, dark brown, grayish brown blend, but I like the look of it from the front. You just simply open it up. It has one big open space that you can store things, but it gives more of the rustic charm for my home. So the front of this cabinet, as you can see, it has the cutouts so that it is like a lighter taupe color. And the 9 little boxes or squares, and that is trimmed out in the brown wood, and it just has that simple brass knob. This came from Kirkland's home. This cabinet was originally $150. It was on sale for $120. I got a slight discount, and then I got military discount off of it, but I remember it was $120 roughly out the door. They did have other pieces. So this was a clearance piece. I'm saying it was on sale, but it was marked down in the clearance section. They did have other pieces that went with this, a bookshelf, a sofa table. I didn't want any of the other pieces. I simply wanted this small wooden rustic cabinet just to add a little charm to my entryway. The next picture or item that I'm sharing with you is a very nice picture that I purchased from a consignment shop. I actually purchased two of these. The medallion centerpiece, I call it a medallion, is a little bit different on the second one, but for the most part, the framing is the same, the background is the same, the circular medallion in the middle, and then it is trimmed out in gold and silver. So it's just this centerpiece on the second one that would be a little bit different. I thought they were identical, they're not, but that's okay because I'm not going to hang them in the same space. One thing I really like about these pictures, even though they are not a perfect square, is the consignment shop that I purchased them from. They already have them wired on the back where you can hang them diagonal if you choose. So that was a really nice feature. When I went into the consignment shop the first time, each picture was $200. And then, you know, if you wait a week or two, you know, the price drops. I did not love it enough to pay the $200 each. But 3 to 4 weeks later, when I went back to the same consignment shop, I think it was about 3 weeks later, the same picture that originally would have been $200, I think probably had just, you know, met the requirement where they dropped the price again, and it was $75. And then this consignment shop also offered military discount. So before tax, it was $67.50 out the door. And at that price, I said, okay, yeah, I'll buy both of them. Don't mind paying, you know, $70 because the frame alone would be more than $70. So this next piece I'm putting up, hopefully you can see this pretty well. What I tried to do is just take pictures of them so that I can show them to you as I'm talking about them, because all of these items are in different places in my house right now. So this is a floor length mirror. This ideal to incorporate a mirror was actually recommended, or I saw this at my friend's house, Stephanie, and I really liked how she integrated it into her design. So I decided that I was going to try a mirror in one of my designs. I normally do not have a mirror, you know, at the entryway or anywhere close to the entryway. I don't think I've ever done that, but it really looked nice. And so I'm moving a couple of pieces and trying a couple of things. So I have to definitely give credit to her. The mirror that I purchased is only 73 inches tall. I really would have liked one that was 80 inches tall. I have looked around in some of the local stores. I have seen some that are 80 inches tall, but they are rectangle. And I didn't want rectangle, I wanted arch. And I liked the color of this wood. I didn't want brass, I didn't want silver, I didn't want gold, I didn't want trimmed out in black, blue, white. I wanted this rustic wood, stand with the farmhouse theme. And so I just said, okay, I'll go ahead and order this. What I'm going to do now, I was trying to find some type of lift to, you know, just to raise it up a little bit. We'll see. I might have to mount it on the wall. But I didn't want to invest hundreds of dollars for something that I'm trying out. So I normally don't, you know, have a mirror close to the entryway, but I saw it in my friend's design. I liked what she did. And so I said, hey, you know, I'm going to, you know, see if I can integrate that into my space and see if I like it in my own house and just see how it goes. So this mirror was a little bit under $200. You know, easy order. It came from Amazon. I got it in 2 to 3 days. I do love the mirror. The only thing I wish is it would have been at least 80 inches tall. That grand, you know, the height, it would have really just, you know, did more of a statement for where I'm going to put it. And the same thing happened with a curio cabinet that I purchased. I still like the curio cabinet, but as I'm bringing in these newer pieces, you know, especially where I'm putting it, the ceilings are incredibly high. I just wish I would have maybe waited and ordered one that was a bit taller. But like I said, it was one of those cost things. So you pay $200 and it's good enough, and you know, raise it up via, you know, something else. I mean, I know a person who can build I call it a lift, to raise it up off the floor, and it'll look like it came with it. All I would have to do is paint it, or, you know, I can just mount it on the wall. And you know, my friend gave me a good idea. Stephanie gave me a good idea that, you know, of course, you know, I can just put a bench or something in front of it. So I'm just gonna see how I like it. But that was a great design that she had, and I liked it. And so I'm going to try it out and see if I like it in my own space. So shout out to her for that. I think that is it for this shopping haul. I do have a couple of more pieces. I'm kind of looking around to see if there's anything else that I can throw in this one, but I don't think so. I'm going to save several rugs. I have to do a collaboration on some rugs. I have to do a collaboration on cushions, you know, lumbar cushions that go in your car. Great support. Looking forward to sharing that one with you. The rugs are also just amazing. Looking forward to sharing that with you, and looking forward to sharing a collaboration for some customized curtains. I'm just ecstatic about all three of those. But that is it for what I have purchased from other vendors or stores here in the local area or online. And I hope that you will join me in the next video. If you have not subscribed, please hit your subscribe button, click your notification bell, so you'll be notified not only each time I upload a video, but each time I roll out another one of these projects. This is Freddie. I am Freddie King's Home Decor, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.